After squeezing wins against Coventry and Sheffield United, Manchester United have lost the backing of Sir Radcliffe. That's right, Jim is taking all the money that he was going to put into Man United and keeping it for himself. That's obviously not good for Mr. Ten Hag, but do you know what's worse? They're going to be relegated. Without Jim Radcliffe's money going into the club, they've been relegated to League 2, bottom of English football. And do you guys want kits like this one, or even this one? If you do, make sure to check out Soccer Deal Shop, link in the description. Cheap and affordable replica kits, and if you use MWS in the promo code checkout, you get yourselves 10% off. As yes, this is going to be one hefty rebuild here. We've got Manchester United sitting in League 2. And this is something I don't usually get to see in career mode, but my team Grimsby Town are just above Man United. Good feeling for me, but obviously not good for the club. Ten Hag is still here, but there is no money for him. Furthermore, in our squad, there is no one above the rating of 70. That's the maximum, and there's only one player at it. Kobbie Mainoo. We've got a big decision to make with him, as he's already been approached by Freiburg. But do we sell him? Because, of course, we can't buy any players. We're stuck in League 2 with a very average squad, as we've got to inspect it. Apart from Kobbie in the midfield, we've got Kambwala, Shatire, and Hugill. Also Forson, and then on the bench, McNeil. Apart from that, though, no one really stands out. Only 25 players. The only positive thing about it, we've got a lot of young players. Peter Lawrence looking good, but not just young in terms of actual regens at the club. Even the players out on loan and here are all under 20. And of course, our overall aim is to win the Champions League, and we're going to need a style of play to do that. I'm going to go kick and rush, you know. Not, of course, to win the Champions League overall, but I think it's what we've got to go with to get out of League 2. As also, call me controversial, but I'm going with a 4-4-2 to try and fit the tactic we're playing. Mainoo in the middle, as of course he needs that captain's armband. That will look good on him, and that is the team we're playing. Got a few positional changes to make, and they hopefully go through, as we're training for a left back, and we can't do any business. We've got to go into the season. As let's not lie to ourselves, we're doing nothing in pre-season, as Crawley Town is Manchester United's first league game. As can our dreadful team just get a result? We are drawing with Crawley, showing we've got work to do. As halfway through our League 2 first season, we haven't spent a penny, but has the team still done well? Well, we've gone through in the Bristol Street Motors, which is a positive thing. But we're 17th in League 2. Not where we want to be. I cannot believe it. Grimsby Town, my team, still above Manchester United. But come on, this is poor. We've got Mainoo up to a 71. We've changed his position. We're changing loads of them. And you can see the squad's unhappy. Maybe we need to try and find a player. Can we sell someone to get some finances in? As somehow we've already got almost 600k. I'm guessing that's from pre-season. Lovely jubbly. Oh, but our only offer in this January transfer window is for Kobbie Mainoo, the captain of this new United. It's a very lucrative offer. I am liking that amount, but I'd rather have a bad season and keep Mainoo here. This man is the man I want lifting the Champions League. I really hope anyway, if he can just keep growing. As actually, I've got a thought now. With the money that we've got from pre-season, can we recall? We can! Some of our loan players. So Alvaro Fernandez, Hannibal Mejbri, and Will Fish of Hibernian are all returning to United. Wow, okay, and that is some serious improvement. Our squad looks a lot stronger. Can it perform better? Oh, and it looks as if it was a big improvement, but still 9th in League 2 is no playoff place. So we're not going up as we lose in the FA Cup, and Carabao as well, losing to West Ham of the Premier League. In a slightly more positive chain of events though, we lost in the final of the BSM Trophy in this save. Mansfield Town, I really dislike you. We've got to try and beat them at least once next year now. Go and get some revenge as the team is performing. We've got them new players back. who were really good ratings. Look at this, 273s in League 2. And we should get a budget to hopefully get promoted next year. As yes, guys, season number 2 for Ten Hag in, I can't believe I'm saying it, League 2. We're changing Shutire's position to a left wing. And that's right, not a left midfielder. I believe with the ratings and how good our players actually are now, we can change back to more fluid football. As now I can buy coaches, I'm going for wing play. We're going to change our formation up and get some signings. As we're going with this formation, the 4-3-3 attacking, we've got to play a Man United way with a cam like Bruno, but we need to find that cam because Dangor, unfortunately, I just don't believe it's him. I think we need someone else. And you might have spotted we probably need a right back in this squad, and with £4 million this year, we should be able to cover 2 positions. So without further ado, I'm going to go out look for them players, but before we do that, we've got to keep building the academy. This is Man United, as in our academy this year, we get a good centre-back in Ronnie Foster. Could he be our right back straight away? I'd probably loan him out. And plus he is left-footed. So yeah, Ronnie Foster's got a loan deal. He is going to play for Crew, but we need players playing for us from other clubs. As our first player in the club, he's not amazing. It's Tyvon Gray, a right back from Cheltenham Town. And if you're not wowed by that one, you won't be wowed by this one as well. Kasper Lopata from Barnsley for 500k. Is he the greatest? No. But he is right-footed and he's going alongside Gray, which overall improves the team. As I think for the first season, I am going to trust Dangor because hopefully the team is good enough to get promoted anyway. And another part of my thinking behind signing Kasper Lopata is, of course, next season, hopefully Ronnie Foster is better and he steps in the team and we lift ourselves, hopefully, please be into League 1 next year. And I'm expecting Man United to be top of the league in this one. I see at the side of us, though, we're only just above Barrow. Oh my days. And it shows as well that we're not doing too great. We're at the bottom of the playoffs. Manchester United in League 2. I know we haven't got all our good players, but we've still got a solid team. It is more than solid. We've got a 76 rated Kobe Mainu as captain and a really bad Dangor, who has been shocking. Only 2 goals in 24 games. I think I need a new cam. And with 2 million, because, yeah, we didn't spend much in the window, we've got to try and use that in January to panic buy. And panic buy we have done, as we've signed this man, Thelo Asgard, from Wigan in the league above for 1.6 million. And it looks like it has paid off, as we finish 2nd in League 2, meaning Manchester United will be promoted. Not something I thought I would be saying in a million years, and we can't just stop here, lads. We've got to win the Champions League. As how did we do in the Cups? We lost in the FA Cup to Rotherham, and in the Carabao to Newcastle we got beat 1-0, and that is not an embarrassment. But did we win the Papa John's? I say Papa John's. It is the Bristol Street Motors. You can see I've just changed the icon with a mod. Bristol Street Motors hasn't been made yet, and we lost to Bradford, who won the competition the 2nd year running. Losing to the winners, as this is the squad that we have. We have an injury to Bennett. And that reminds me of something. We did replace Lopata, but we get this man back next year. Ronnie Foster, who's improved a lot. And I am so excited to get going. Running for a 3rd season with Manchester United in League 1 now. It's less embarrassing, but the squad is far from embarrassing. This could maybe survive in the Championship if we got there. Still though, we should be able to make improvements this year. We should be getting a budget. And the players I'm thinking of replacing, Vitek in the net is not the youngest of keepers, and Hugh Gill up front, I think he's had his time. All depends on the budget, of course, as £8 million from the Glazers. Can we use that though? We should be using it to get automatics. As scouting out this league, I don't see a difference. I think we should be near the top. There's no one outstanding here. So to start in the market with Man United, we've gone out there and signed a marquee player from the league above us. Cover your eyes, Burnley fans, because Man United have pulled Giuseppe Ambrosino a league below from you. The only problem is he's only signed a 1-year contract and he's almost cost 5 million. That is a bit risky. But with him plus a goalkeeper, we should be getting out of this league. So let's just find our goalkeeper and then win this. As here we go, signing the best backup goalkeeper in the entirety of EAFC 24, Stefan Bajic from Bristol City. He's not getting played in the championship, so he's been brought down another peg. As our rating's now unbelievable for the position we're in, as we need to get out of it by going up the league again. And I'm celebrating again, guys, because we are top of the league halfway through our League One campaign. This can't go any better, or can it? Because we know one thing that we have to do is try and sign Ambrosino up for another, maybe couple of years. And I am nervous about this. I'm going to offer 20k, and he does accept a 3-year contract extension. Beautiful. Just what the doctor ordered us. Did we finish in top spot? You bet we did. That is our first trophy with Man United. Hopefully more to come, as is there any coming in this time? I mean, no, we definitely don't win the FA Cup. We don't win the Carabao. That goes to the rivals, and we don't win the Papa John's. It won't be won in this save. I hope, anyway, because if we are to win it, it means we'll have to get relegated from the Championship next year. And with the team you see on screen, we should be nowhere near relegation. Maybe we should be going up again. You heard me right. I want in this 4th season to get promoted again because our team is good enough. We've got an 82 rated leader, not to mention how young the squad still is. Stefan Bajcetic, the oldest, at only 24. Does that actually tell us something? Do we need to sign an old player this save, as we've got 15 million to spend? And plus, old players won't be that expensive, but they should be high rated to try and get us promoted. As looking at the team sheet view, definitely defenders needed, and maybe a winger. Shatir is okay, but Osborne's backup is just a failed wonder kid, so we could take him out and get a better player there. And with the money that we have and how much it actually was, we've gone ahead and signed a wonder kid for over 10 million. Yes, I know that is a lot, and we're a championship club, but we're Manchester United getting Popescu. Oh, and he's actually 23. I thought he was a lot younger than that, so he's got some catching up to do in terms of reaching potential. And speaking of potential, one player that didn't hit it, returning to Man United, Harry Maguire. I just thought, why not? On a 1-year contract, him and Foster could get us to the Premier League. And before we reveal our position, if you are enjoying this video, please do consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 25,000 subscribers before May 10th, as this is how the table looks. We're 4th in the Championship. I'd say it's not bad. Of course, we keep doing these bouncers, but Sheffield United and Everton are up there. No offense meant to them, and I know we don't have the best squad in the league, but we should be above them too. Come on, we're Man United. And we have a solid team. Look at the signings that we made. Popescu 79, Maguire is 78. He's going down, but we've still got Mainu, Ambrosino, Mejbri, Gray. There's too many to count in here. And in the end, well, it is the Championship playoffs. Bristol City, come on. We stole their goalkeeper, of course. Bajcetic in our team. Oh, and we did put, well, I was going to say a fight. We were over, what, 15 points away from Sheffield United? Still very far off, as we lost a QPR in the FA Cup. And Bolton in the Carabao. Bit embarrassing, but we move on to better things. Them things being the playoffs, as the first leg against Bristol City. Get in there, lads, we're 2-1 leaders. And in the second game, we win it. It's Forsome with the goal, an unsung hero as we make the Championship playoff final. This is huge, as it's Stoke City at Wembley. Stoke versus United should only go one way. As can we get in the Premier League? Here with Man United, Get in there, lads. We have won the playoffs. As season number 4 or season number 5, it is one of those numbers, back where we belong. Manchester United back in the top flight, but if we are to survive in the top flight, we'll need a better team than that. Will Fish in the defense. Now, no offense, Fishy boy, but you've got to get out. You literally have a name that stinks. And Asgard, I thought it would be the next Odegaard. It hasn't worked out for him, but I have 2 replacements in mind. But we need money for that, and now we're back in the Premier League. Manchester United are getting their old investments. 81 million as well doesn't seem real. Jim Radcliffe hasn't returned, has he? Because he pulled out on the deal. As speaking of deals, we have our 2 players that I would love to sign in Europa and Stein. That even rhymed, as I'm going to go with Sem Steinen first. Is it Stein? Steinen? I don't know which one. Oh, but I've just noticed we've got to pay his release clause, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Is he worth it? I don't know, but we needed a cam in the team, and plus, it's like a Van der Beek player. And what I mean by that, I'm thinking in my head, Donny Van der Beek failed. Can Sam not fail? As again, speaking of not failing, we're gonna try and sign Luke Caber, and it's gonna be tough, as we've only got 36 million left in our bank. Maybe actually we look for an alternative, as I believe I've found one. Gustav Holst from Real Sociedad. He looks a player. As we've gone ahead and bit the bullet, he is a Man United player. There's something about Danish centre-backs that are really good on FC. As he comes in now alongside Foster. They're both left-footed. That's a bit of an error I should have checked. And another error really is not having a strong bench, but we've got to go into the Premier League hoping that we survive. And as we start every single halfway through the season, we're checking the league table to see that we're 9th. Okay, I mean, it is okay, really. There's a lot of teams on minus goal difference in this league. And we still want to push up because the rivals are 2nd, and Arsenal, wow, they're going for an invincible season. Good luck to them, you know. They have done it before, as this is how our team looks. Not very great. As does anybody want to leave the club? There's Alvaro Fernandez who submitted a transfer request. He's been with us since our League 2 days. We'll be sad to see him go, but if he doesn't want to be here, he leaves. That's the philosophy I go by, but actually there hasn't been a bid for him, so I can't sell him. As long as he keeps his efforts up, I don't mind if he stays at United, as Brighton, it says, have beat us right there. And they actually finish above us, as we crumbled, finishing 15th in the Prem. That's not like Man United. They're not doing great, but they're not doing that bad, especially when we've got a team like that and finishing 15th. It is disgraceful. Board, give us a budget, because I'm going to get rid of some and buy some better players. As I'm not going to let that stand. I don't care who I like and dislike in the team. That finishing 15th from all the way down in EFL League 2, it cannot be just accepted that easily. For me, it's as bad as the Super Cup. You cannot do that with Manchester United as £74 million. I have a player in mind, but I don't know if we can afford him, and I don't know where he is. But I want to sign him. I'm going by the philosophy that firepower is what we need. And Alejandro Garnacho, he's ended up at Arsenal. He's 24, 84 rated. I don't think he's hit his potential. And we might get him in. As here we go. We've gone ahead and brought him back to Man United. Just like Maguire. But I don't know if he likes Ten Hag still. Liking Goldbridge's tweets did not do this man a favour, but hopefully he does us one by propelling us up the league. As that is the only signing we are making for the squad, I'm going to change him to a right wing, and I'm going to see how we start the Prem. As I'm not risking a bad start, I do not want 15th, with Sheffield United being our first game this year. Come on, we should be winning this, and we do win it 2-0. Right, that's got me a little bit calmer than I was before, as I know it's only one game, but 2nd in the league is where we hopefully return to halfway through this year. And halfway through, we've got a trip to Plymouth in the FA Cup. Feels nice going straight into round 3 of that competition. But it's the Premier League we're focused on, and we're 10th in the table. I mean, I've overreacted actually, because we are 2 points off Liverpool. And that is catchable, especially with this team that is amazing on paper. Garnacho is back, as he's going to be back as a right wing. We've switched his position, no rating increase, but he is the 2nd highest rated. Another player we've got right is Steinen when we signed him from the Eredivisie. He's been phenomenal. As was he amazing enough? He wasn't, you know, as we didn't shut the gap and we finish 5th. Europa League footballers, we lost to Spurs in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. We lost in the final to them. Oh my days. Can you get any more painful, especially with the team that we have? We have got to do better next year, as our attack looks fine. All 4 of our attackers all getting over 10 goals in this year. And Alvaro Fernandez, the man who wanted to leave at one point, getting 11 assists as we move into the Europa League. Yes, admission from myself, we failed season number whatever it was in the Premier League. As this year, with the additions of Luton, Leeds I think again, and Fulham, we should be, fingers crossed, hopefully top 2 this year. And why? Not only have we got that amazing team, but when I flick to the office, we've got almost 200 million. And I know how I'm spending it. We do need a new right back to replace Gray, and we need some bench players. So first off, for the bench, we've got Gianluca Busio, alongside centre-back Dan Ballard, and right-back Harrison Dickinson. This man's going to cause some serious damage for attackers, as the only player we need now is a backup goalkeeper. And as we welcome the old Pau Torres as our backup goalkeeper, we have to say, we're ready for the league. And all is well, or as well as it can be for this season, because we are going through in Europe. It is a good thing, although it is only the Europa League. We've just got to keep where we are in the table, and we'll have Champions League next year anyway. I'd love to win the Europa League, just get another trophy under the belt, for this man especially, Kobe Mainu. The loyalty he's shown Erik ten Hag in this save, being there in League 2, and only lifting, what, 1 trophy? And let's see if he gets to lift one, as the Premier League, unfortunately not, but we do win it anyway, so Champions League, maybe he can lift it next year. It's what we're going to aim for, as we do win a cup, the FA Cup 1, get in there, United. Carabao as well. No, that does go to Chelsea, as the Europa League final we made and won. That is another trophy, and actually a double way into the Champions League. As you can see, we beat now the licensed Napoli. I'm only joking. I had to go ahead and put the badges in through modding, as this is the team. It is very stacked, and I'm wondering how to improve it, because we've got 291 rated. Kobe Mainu's actually now being joined by Garnacho. Steinen, Ambrosino, and then Popescu, although joined on 90 rated. The scouting's been brilliant here. As there's one player I have in mind to sign, as of course we've got to keep going though until we win the Champions League. And £253 million should cover the man I want. As let me introduce you to him. Already signed a Dutch cam, but this man, Frankie de Jong, he has to sit behind Steinen. Of course, one of Ten Hag's faves. He's been trying to sign him so long. I'm going to offer 80 million. Come on, Enrique, say yes. He has. Brilliant. And wages were no issue, as he's walking into the training ground. Carrington awaits another Dutchman's arrival. Been signing a lot of Dutch players recently on this channel, but hey, they're decent, and they've got bags of potential. As he is older than Hannibal, but I think he's just going to head into the team because Ten Hag loves him, as I would love a new striker as well. As we've gone ahead and got a backup, definitely overpaid for him, but Mateus Arezo's Uruguayan that picked Manchester over Merseyside. As that is our bench formed, complete, and our team, well, there's a lot of international players. As speaking of international, they've got to do it for club and country as we're going overseas for the Champions League group stages. But before we see how that's gone, we've got to check the Premier League again. 2 points off Arsenal. We're getting a little bit closer, but I'm so excited for the Champions League next round, and we have made it, where we will face Napoli. And if you're wondering, of course we topped the group we were in. There was no doubt in my mind. We were the best team in there. And looking at the ratings, we may be the best team in the world, as we've got to take De Jong straight out, as Hannibal's hit 90. He's caused a shock and become one of the world's best players, as we have plenty at this club. Garnacho 93. He loves Ronaldo, and he's taking after him here, as him and Mainu, the captain, both top scorers. Let's hope they keep on scoring going into this first leg against Napoli. We are away in Naples, and we pick up a 3-1 win, as they failed to get revenge for the Europa League final last year. A 2-1 win sends us through on aggregate to face Salzburg next. A team we should be absolutely hammering. 2-0 away from home and a loss at home, but we're still going through. Oh, but it gets more difficult here. A Manchester derby to meet Bayern or Leverkusen. Bayern versus Bayern is the game that awaits, and Popescu scores. We are winning in the first leg. But second leg, come on. 1-0 wasn't convincing enough. 2-2 on the night, but we do go through. And the team that we face, it's going to be Bayer Leverkusen. That is unexpected. As is there any other cups to expect? Premier League, yes, we absolutely hammered everyone else. So that is 1 trophy in the cabinet for Manchester United. Oh, and it was almost 2. We beat them by Leicester in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Yes, make it 2. The Carabao Cup is ours, as this team is ours, and it's a fantastically built one. From League 2 and back, and now we're in the Champions League final, aiming to win the treble with Manchester United. It's never losing versus Manchester United, who have been on the rise. But can we continue on it? Losing here would be an absolute setback. They've got Wirtz, Odegaard, and I believe, yes, that is Højlund. Never actually considered bringing him back to United as, oh, Martin Odegaard. Early free kick. That could have been ugly, but we've got the ball for ourselves. We need a first attack here. Ambrosino down the wing. He's going to cut back. Give it in the middle to Popescu. He's created a lot, this man. Back into Ambrosino. Yeah, I've completely butchered his name. As, oh, they're coming forward here. Cardoso on a break. A big save from Bajic. That could have kept us in the game, you know, but Jonathan Tah into Wirtz. Wirtz on the edge of the box. Another crucial stop as they've took the ball off us again, though. Højlund, he's got a man in the middle. We need to try and make a block, and we fail to do so. Cardoso, man, he's been threatening since the off. Fair play by Leverkusen. I mean, they just walked in, and Cardoso finally got the goal he should have already. It's embarrassing, actually. It took him that long to score. We're getting hammered in this game, despite having the better team. And here is Popescu. Popescu trying to get past the defender. He's going in a circle. Fair play. That's a brilliant tackle. Come on, United, though. Wake up. It's Hannibal Mejbri. He's gonna strike it. He ain't scared, and we're gonna whip the ball in with Kobe Mainu, the captain, taking the corner. It's headed as far as Forster, who hits it. And it's hit the hand of Cardoso, I believe, for a penalty, United. Let's take another look at this. It was very much on the edge. Ooh. I'm gonna just keep quiet. Think it hit a shoulder. It must have hit a shoulder to give Mainu the penalty. Oh, no. Been a jam-packed first half, but we need to be level going into the second half, you know, as Garnacho finds a ball into Ambrosino, who slid on the floor, and he almost got the ball back. It's terrible play, and we've got 1 added minute, or 2 added minutes, actually, both almost up, as that was a fair tackle. This second half's going to be fun now. If that's given us a foul, we've got no chance in this game. Referees against us. But let's just get going. We've got to keep on plodding along as Sam Stein, come on, get a goal back straight away. It's been terrible so far as we had a running behind us right there. kept the ball with the left back, giving it into Popescu. This man looks like he could be the man to do something here, but Steinen runs straight into De Ligt. Our striker has been terrible, and Popescu's not got his chances on the left wing, so I've swapped him with Garnacho as Sam Steinens took the ball off the striker into Ambrosino. That had to be a goal. That had to be a goal. We'll be lucky to get another chance, as maybe it is here, though. Popescu has got it through, and it falls to Ambrosino, who scores with 2 minutes left. The man who's been out of the game puts Man United back in it, heading to extra time. How lucky have we been for the ball to just get past De Ligt, passed into the bottom corner. Our hopes are still alive. As I dare you, lads, get another one in normal time, save extra time, but we're going through to it. I feel a bit embarrassed, actually, that we've had to fall onto extra time, but still, oh my days, that was almost an early chance. And Popescu may be getting another chance in this extra time, through to Ambrosino, who's going to try and give it into Garnacho. It's deflected off his body. It's in the back of the net, but I believe it was offside. That was such a sloppy bit of play. Ball retention has to be better in the second half of extra time. Kobe Minu as well. I've seen little from him. By little, I mean nothing. If he is to lift the trophy, he's got to contribute a little bit. Let's get that cross in. That's handball, surely. It is De Ligt with it, and it might be another penalty to actually win the game this time. Let's have a VAR check. It's definitely a handball, that one. No doubt about it. It blocks it going through. And what have I just said about Minu? He's the man to step up. He's going to go the same way as before and score this time. Kobe Minu. He has Erik ten Hag in the huddle. He has been loyal to him, and it has paid off. The penalty past Mamashvili, easy as you like, as he even died the same way again. But that one goes in. And now we have one mission. Keep Leverkusen out. We've got to make them lose a game. And that was a weird tackle. It's Frimpong who's got past. It's Højlund in the middle. It is a big save from our keeper. And it's over the bar for full time. I believe the whistle's gone. And that means Manchester United have done what seemed the impossible in the game. Winning the Champions League final after being out of it completely. All the way from League 2. What an achievement. As Kobe Mainu's going to lift the trophy, the number 37 staying loyal to Ten Hag, the red and white ribbons. He's won actually quite a few things just in recent years though, and that is a brilliant thing to see after all the turmoil. As if you want to see this with Chelsea, Inter, Barca or Man City, check the channel or click one of these videos right here.